Mr. Randy's Wine and Spirits. I am Mr. Randy. Today we're going to be talking about a bourbon. How about that? We're going to be talking about the Old Grandad 114. I would like to dedicate this video to Old Guy Bourbon. He highly recommends this. Constantly we've talked about it. So thank you, Old Guy Bourbon. If you like bourbon, go check the Old Guy out. He's kind of nice. I like him. So enough of that. And so it's a high rye bourbon. This is a Beam Suntory product. And Suntory is a Japanese company. Very nice company. I like several things that they make. So here's the thing about Old Grandad 114. It's staring in the face. Not the Old Grandad. It's the 114. So the only thing Mr. Randy's had higher than 114 was the Eagle, the rare breed. Sorry, Eagle Rare. Haven't had the Eagle Rare yet. Yeah, so that one comes in at 116.8. This is 114, or 57% ABV. So this is another bottle yet Mr. Randy acquired during the bottle liquidation sale. Normally this comes in my area, like I think you could get it out the door at $35 in most places. I got it out the door for just over $25. That's kind of a nice, that's why I said, you know what, maybe it's time to pull the trigger on this one. And I worked with this for a little bit. You can see about how far I got into this bottle. It is a high rye bourbon. I'm not particularly fond of high ryes, but if done properly, like AKA Lost Monarch. I like the Lost Monarch. That's a rye. I really like that. I know I didn't do a proper review on that. Maybe I'll get back to it someday soon. So, that being said, just to give you a good look at the bottle. It's got a nice little, I don't know if that's actual wax. I don't think that's actual wax. I do wax seals. It says, distilled and bottled by the James Beam Distilling Company, Claremont. Okay, enough of that. Oh, that's a big ass cork, man. Big cork. It's got a big cork with a big bottle mouth. Okay, so now, I know we just mentioned that whole part about how freaking proofy this thing is. That's got a nice sort of golden straw creek water look to it. Let's see. Yep, high proof equals good legs. Well, mostly good legs. If you'd like one of Mr. Randy's Wine and Spirits glasses, minus the ring, because that seems to be a problem when we're making these. If you'd like to get one of these glasses, hit me up. Let me know in the comments. We'll see if we can't work something out. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to try this thing neat. Whew, okay. Right off the bat, it doesn't come off high ethanol. It's very vanilla, spice, and caramel. With that oak toastiness in the background. It's very vanilla caramel, kind of very sweetness. Almost as if it's like a dessert. Like a dessert with, I keep smelling, this has a very nice nose. That's a very nice sweet nose. But here it comes, let's get on the palate. Ooh. It's a high punchy ethanol. But yeah, you're getting same thing on the nose. Excuse me. Caramel, vanilla, the sweetness. Oh man, it hits that tip of the tongue with great force. It's spanking that tip of the tongue like it did something bad. Like it brought home a bad report card or something. Okay, it's gradually working its way across the top of the tongue. Very slight heat on the background. But here's what I figured out I'm going to do. So, Old Man Bourbon, Old Guy Bourbon. Please forgive me, sir. Old Guy Bourbon suggested that if it gets a bit too much, That is 15 milliliters. That is 15 milliliters of water. We're gonna proof it down a little bit. It got a little lighter. It got a little bit lighter. You can tell the legs aren't quick to show up. They're gonna be there. I could see a few. The legs are gonna get there, but we're not gonna give that time. Now on the nose, now that I've proofed it down, I've watered it down, the nose definitely changed. Now this has always been my issue with proofing down or watering down, you know, whiskeys. It's because you're changing the whole thing. So it's no longer Old Granddad 14. It's no longer, I don't know. I've had the 100. I didn't have the 80. It's different now. It's hard to tell. There's oak, spice. I don't know. It's not, it's kind of weird. It's hard to pick apart after the water. Now it kind of almost smells like a cognac. Like that sickly sweet grape wine sort of deal. I think that the watering it down really messed up the nose for sure. That's why I just, if I can't drink it neat, I just don't want to drink it. Let's get it on the palate now that we've watered it down. Yep. You might say I need to use less water. But then again, I mean, when I've been watering this down, I have been using more of the whiskey. So I think I have a thing set up where I do use 15 milliliters of water, but I do use an 1.5 ounce shot. So what I added the water to was not an 1.5 ounces because I'm not looking to go down that road right now. I'm trying to do a video. But yeah, it was better. When I made it my way with the 1.5 ounces with the 15 milliliters of water, it was much better than this. But the finish, I'm not going to get a good finish on this. Yeah, that's not a good finish. I put too much. Well, I didn't put too much water. I didn't have enough whiskey to start with. But I have had it with my little recipe. I have had that probably, I don't know, 3 or 4 times now. I like to just sit in a recliner with my little whiskey. It's nice. That was not the same thing I've been used to for the, you know, past week or so. But I'm going to go off of what I already knew before and not what I just experienced. I'm going to give this a strong 3 out of 5. That's right. I have a lot of crap to say about it, but I'm still going to give it a strong 3 out of 5. Not quite enough to take it over the line into the 4 zone, but it is a strong 3. My fair price for this, because I don't feel myself really drinking this a lot, I would say probably in the 25 to 30 zone. So it's kind of on track with what it was. I paid a little under 26, and it's like usually somewhere around closer to 35. So yeah, would I buy this again? Not likely. Not likely. This is one of those bottles, it did disappear off the shelves for a while. It was kind of hard to find. But when it showed back up and it was a part of that sale, I was like, yeah, it's time to pull the trigger on it. And I got it. And here it is. So not likely to buy this again unless it was on a sale. I'd probably buy this for under 25 for my stash, you know, to have a stash of bottles. So yeah. The finish, like I said, I watered that thing down a little too much. But anyways, let us know in the comments. Which one do you like best? The 80, the 100, the 114? How do you like to drink your old granddad? Let us know in the comments. Thanks for stopping by here at Mr. Randy's Wine and Spirits. I am, as always, Mr. Randy. You have a good one.